Hey everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do my Pan That Palette update for March 1st. It's actually February 28th when I'm filming this, so I'm on time for once. So bask in the glory of that, will you? Bask with me. Okay, anyway. So I did this differently than last month because last month I was like editing the footage and I realized it was really hard to see what I was talking about with any of the shades. So someone else I watch, and honestly I'm really sorry, I do not recall who it is. They have individual photos of the shadow they're talking about from last month and then this month on the screen so you guys can see, and I'm gonna do that. So we are gonna start first and formally with what this is. This is the Size Matters Project pan. It is a Fantastic Ladies collab. This is the theme this year. Pan That Palette was started by Amber F, and everyone is going to be linked down below. I think that's everything I have to say. Here we go. So I'm working on my MAC magnetic palette that is full of depotted shades of many a thing. So we're just gonna start. I'm looking down a lot because I have the pictures from last month on my phone for comparison's sake. So I just want to be able to talk about them while I look at them. My goal for the month was to use my palette 10 times. I used it 7. That's not great, but it's okay. My March goal is to also use it 10 times. We're just gonna keep it at 10, I think, for right now. So starting off with shade number 1, this is a Wet and Wild limited edition blue shade. I've used this twice. I do not think there's any progress on this at all. Potentially the dip is slightly deeper. I'm not sure. So yeah, moving on. For shade number 2, this is a Wet and Wild shade as well. It's from that same like limited edition palette or palette set. I've used this one twice, no, 3 times. And there is actually some progress, not a ton, but I'm wearing it down a little bit more. I've been using this, I have this on in my inner corners today. This is a nice highlighter. It's a nice all over lid shade. If I use a shimmer that's too dark, if you layer this over top, it's really, really nice. I'm hoping I'm figured out to do the comparison so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But if not, y'all can slap me. Okay. Shadow number 3 is this dark gold from a Morphe palette, the Morphe 35S palette. I haven't used that at all, so we're just gonna skip over it. The shimmer red shade, which is shade number 4, I've only used once, so there's not a ton of progress at all. I did like it though, so that's, you know, that's good news. The Burgundy Wet and Wild shade is shade number 5. I do not have any progress in this. I've only used it 0 times, so that's why. Shade number 6 is the BH Cosmetics cream shade. I've used a total of 17 times. There is progress in this. It's really hard to tell. I'm hoping you can see it in the pictures. I'm not sure you will be able to though, but I've been using this as a setting shade for my under eyes and for my eyeshadow, like my lids. And so I've been using a pretty big brush, an under eye setting brush, obviously. So it's wearing down and not really like into the middle where there'd be pan. Yeah, anyway. The next shade is a number 7, which is this bronze shade. I have not used this shade at all either, so we're just gonna pass over it. The number 8 is the Wet n Wild Purple Limited Edition. This is also my 50 Shades of Purple, so you guys see it all the time, but I barely ever use it. I've used this one once. I feel like I've used it twice, but we're just gonna go with once because that's what I wrote down. And who am I to, you know, argue with my own accounting skills? But it's fine. The number 9, number 10, number 11 is a BH Cosmetics Shimmer a red shimmer from Morphe and a dark burgundy shimmer from Morphe. I haven't used those at all. My camera hates me. Okay. What I was saying is number 9, 10, 11, and 12 I have not used at all. So I'm just going to put them on the screen as they are. They are brand new, basically. I was trying to take pictures while that was not, you know, working. And then for the next one, number 13 is this Rust shade, which is up on the screen. And I've used this a total of 2 times. I don't really know that you can tell a difference, but I used it today, if that matters to anyone, on my eyeballs. Next item is number 14, and this is this Wet and Wild, like limited edition white pink, like shift. And there's like the smallest amount of progress, but I've used a total of 4 times. Next item is number 15. It is a BH Cosmetics. This is a light pink shimmer. I've used it once. There's not really visible progress on that either. 17, 18, 19 has not been used at all. Moving on. Number 20. Number 20 is a BH Cosmetics, like the light orange, like kind of cream shade. And there is not a ton of progress on this. I've used it 5 times, but all that pan crumbled out the other day. And then for 21, for the last item on this side, is the BH Cosmetics Pink-ish Shimmer, and I haven't used that at all. So moving on to the other side of the palette, starting at number 22 and 23, I have not used these at all, apparently. Even though I swear I did, but I guess I didn't because I didn't mark it down and my memory is not so good. So moving on to number 24, it is the light brown matte shade. I don't really think you can tell that I've been using this one, but I've used it 4 times because I used it a little bit today. And then for number 25, it is like this white nude shade. And the pan has definitely expanded in this since last month. I've used it 4 times. It's really pretty. I think that might be one of the first to be done, or that Wet and Wild limited edition one. I just really like that shade. It's pretty, goes with everything. It's cool tone, so it goes with like all the purple looks I'm doing if I want to do that, so it's nice. 26 I have not used at all. And then 27 is this like dark red brown. It has pan in it already. And that I've used 3 times. The pan has not really changed, so moving on. 28 and 29 I have not used. For 30 is like that, this like reddish brown with already has pan in it. I've used it 5 times. I don't really know that you can see visible progress, but it's definitely crumbling, so things are definitely happening to it. The 31 is this like brown kind of like shimmer shade. It's like a brown gold, and there's not really a ton of visible progress, but I've used it twice. I use it as like a eyeliner like topper, if that makes any sense. And I haven't been doing that a lot recently, and I should get back into it because that was kind of cool. And then for 32, it's this like light orangish shimmer that has pan. I've used it twice. I don't really think the pan has changed since last month. It doesn't really look like it. The brown that has pan, I've only used... It says I haven't used it at all. I swear I've used it at least once, but maybe not. And then this NYX red shade, I'll just put up a picture of it. I actually dropped it today. when I was filming my A to Z update. And so it's done. I'm not gonna repress it because it sucks. There's no payout. I have it on today, but it's literally useless. So I'm gonna sweep it off the floor and get rid of it and just count it as finished. So yay, one eyeshadow finished. Yay, go us. Moving on. The next shade is like a nude gold that had pan in it already. This one, I think the pan has expanded or it's just dirty. Oh no, it's expanded just slightly. Look at me, so excited about nothing. And then I've used that 3 times. The next item is like a pink that has pan. I've used that once. I don't think there's any progress on that. The pink nude pan, I've used it at least once, even though I didn't mark it, but I'm gonna mark it that I've used it once because I've definitely used it at least once. 38 is a bronze shimmer. And I was doing the same thing with this one, like the eyeliner, so that's what you can see the mark in the center for. I've used that one twice. 39 is like a light nude, like a light orange, and I don't have that I use this one at all, so I'm just gonna pass over it and believe myself. The brown red shimmer, that's number 40. I've used twice. Same for the same thing, I was using it as like an eyeliner, so there's not a ton of progress on that. 42 or 41, sorry. I literally labeled this one puke shimmer. Why? I don't know. I've used this one, I don't think any times during this project, but there is like a little bit of usage from before. The number 42, the bronze matte or bronze shimmer with pan, I've only used once, and I don't think it's changed at all. The red matte I've used once, and the last shadow, number 44, the silver nude like shimmer, I haven't used at all on this project, so nothing crazy. I've been really bad about using these. There's so many shadows in this palette along with everything else I'm trying to pan, so I've kind of been ignoring some of it. My goal for the month is to actually use it 10 times and not just like use the cream shade 10 times, because that's how I got like some of the uses this month, but I'm hoping to actually use these. I do have the one empty, which was an accident obviously, but we're still counting it and we're gonna just like cheer our victory and go with that. Hopefully the small photos of just the one shadow I'm talking about is helpful. If you don't like that and you prefer I go back to the other way, let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys on the next video. If you want to check out anyone else doing this, they're all down below, as well as the Fantastic Ladies Facebook group. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.